After crashing my car, I needed to pick up some parts. So my parents came into town to visit, and I'm gonna go take a nice long journey to go pick up a quarter panel in not a car. This is a Beechcraft Bonanza. Can we take a look at the turbo normalizer? This has what's called a turbo normalizer, not a turbocharger. It's pretty much a turbo, but instead of like applying boost pressure, like positive pressure, it just normalizes the pressure to like 0 psi for fuel efficiency. Yeah, right here. You can see it. It's really tight down there, but I can see it down there. That's cool. So we're fueling up before we take off. Airplanes have their gas tanks in the wings, and usually you've got one in each wing. Well, this is something that you do when you're fueling up a plane. So you've got, you know, this is for the fuel pump, or the fuel nozzle, but then you've got this other thing here too. And this is to ground it when you're fueling up. So the reason for grounding it when you're refueling is because static electricity can cause a spark and light the fuel on fire, the fuel vapor on fire. So, I mean, realistically, when you're fueling up a vehicle, and whatever vehicle it is, it's really not a bad idea to ground it. On airplanes, it's required, but on a car, you know, you don't really think about it, and it doesn't, you know, nobody requires it. I mean, one thing that my dad just mentioned to me was even like, you know, plastic bed liners on trucks can get a lot of static electricity if you're fueling something up that's in the bed of the truck, or if you're fueling up like an auxiliary fuel tank back there, you can get a lot of static electricity in those plastic liners, which can spark and light everything on fire. So, yeah, just kind of an interesting thing about fueling up a plane. All right, let's go pick up a quarter panel. All right, time to take off. We made it. Now we just got to go find my friend with my new quarter panel.
This is
That's the pocket.
the pocket. He cut it off. I didn't cut that off.
Yeah. Those always rust out.
I'm surprised that's in really not in bad shape.
No, not at all. Those always rust out.
It really is. And then we'll snatch this sucker up out of here.
There you go. Anything else you guys need from me? Or do we want to be sure that it's going to fit before I sure it fits?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. All loaded up, and time to go home. Alright guys, so I'm back in my garage, back at home. I've had the quarter panel at home with me for a few days now. I've been a little busy with other garage projects, like my dad and I put this shelf up. I couldn't have done it without him. And we also insulated this garage door to keep it cooler. So I haven't really had a chance to take a look at this until now. I'm still figuring out how I want to install this because like I still have some good metal like up here where it's not really dented at all. And it's a lot easier for me to just to cut it along here on both of these and then weld it on. versus if I were going to try and section the whole thing, like B-pillar, rocker, C-pillar, and all that. But one of the problems I have, this panel came off a car that, it was like, I posted a picture of my wrecked car, and an hour later, this guy that parts out Corollas all the time here in the Carolinas, he pulls them from the woods, and then parts them out. I bought some parts off of him. He sent me a message like an hour after I posted a picture, was like, hey, before I scrap this shell, do you need anything? So I said, yeah, I need a quarter panel. But part of the problem is that one of the previous people bought the taillight panel off of it, so it's cut here, which means like I need that corner. That's one of the worst spots, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I've done is I've ordered a new set of over fenders. The ones I run, or I was running, are an Origins style. They're a knockoff, so they don't fit super well. Like, you can see that, but I like the style. They're really aggressive. The ones I ordered are not the same style because these ones were out of stock. But the nice thing about them is that the style I ordered actually wrap around the corners here. So like, instead of this one where it stops right here, the ones I ordered actually come and like wrap around the corner a bit, probably to about right here or so, which is nice because it'll wrap around to right about here, so there won't be that big of a gap. So there might be a little opening there for right now. Next weekend, which is also my birthday weekend, I get to participate in a drift demo at a monster truck show at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. So it's super cool opportunity. I did it last year, and this year I'm rushing to have my car looking good because last year I didn't have fenders or bumpers or anything. So I'm gonna get the new over fenders in hopefully before I'm gonna rattle can them. I'm probably swap them out on both sides. I won't get the sheet metal work done because I really haven't decided on how I want to do that. And tomorrow I'm finishing the cage in this. This is my teammate Stacy's car. I need to do a feature on this because it's a super cool S12. Turbo, KA, a bunch of S13 parts. Anyway, we're doing the cage on this. Stacy's come by, we're gonna get that finished up. And then Sunday I have some stuff for the Myrtle Beach Drift Series where we got some things going on. So I don't have time to work on it this weekend, so it's gonna be like this week. Whenever the over fenders get in, I'm just gonna put them on, well, I'm gonna rattle can them red and put them on, and then later I'll pull them back off and probably fix all this sheet metal and actually paint them, you know, well, because I have a good paint gun and I've got a decent setup for painting. But until then, this is how it's gonna be. If you're an auto body guy and you wanna tell me how you think I should get this mounted on there or I should section this out, please let me know. Make sure to put it in the comments or shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram, Dr. Garage. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoy all of my all of my misadventures and regular adventures.